Shirley, what an exciting day today is for you with your exhibition at Studio 11.
Absolutely. It's superb, it's wonderful, and the way it's been presented is great. And I think people who love Hull are going to really enjoy the exhibition. It's just a fantastic day, and all the hard work has paid off.
It's a lovely day as well, Shirley, and the light coming through the front, the windows here, it just brings that extra bit dimension to the paintings themselves.
Absolutely, it gives them magic. It's fantastic. It's as though it's like it wants to flood in and flood the paintings, which is really great, because there's lots of energy in the paintings. But having the sun also, it's just great, especially when I thought it might be raining at some stage, but it's not, which is good.
And to have all your paintings in one exhibition, all on the wall, which probably you haven't seen before until today.
I've not seen them up at all, and they've only been in batches before now. So to actually see the whole lot and see how they all work together like a thread of a necklace, it's wonderful. It's just fabulous to see them all, and they're glowing, which is great.
Well, let's hope today's successful.
Thank you very much indeed, and thanks for all your work.
Right, today we've got Rob and Adele, the owners of Studio 11 Humber Street. Tell us a little bit about the enterprise that you've got running.
Well, we set it up back in 2009 as one of the first creative businesses to arrive on Humber Street, and the reason that we set it up is that there was nothing else like this in Hull. So we're the only print workshop and ceramic studio with a membership where people can come and use the facilities, and also we have this lovely gallery, and today we've got Shirley Goodsell exhibiting, and this is a pinnacle point in the fruit market's history, because Shirley's work is all about the history of the fruit market and how it's changing.
So Rob, how many years have you actually been here, and how many exhibitions do you think you've put on?
Oh crikey, we've been here 6.5 years. We must have put on 50 to 60 exhibitions in that time, I would think, yeah. National artists, local artists, regional artists, so we've supported artists locally, which is important because everyone's got to make a living. And but we've also brought in some big names from across the UK really, and internationally, so it's been an interesting 6 years really.
To welcome you to tonight's event. This wonderful work by Shirley Goodsell, who's a local painter. We're really glad to support her work. She's been working on it for over a year. She's put in loads of hours and drawings, and it draws on her own personal history, and it draws on the fruit market in the old town. And as you know, it's at a pinnacle point where it's going to change. It's going to change forever. And Shirley's really captured what it used to be like and what people used to do in the fruit market in the old town. So, I'd just like to say thank you to Will Johnson for coming, and thank you to the Lord Mayoress and Mayor, who disappeared. He's round the corner. Shirley Claire Chater. And thank you, of course, to Shirley Goodsell, who's just done an amazing amount of work, and I'm going to show us in a minute. And I'll hand you over to Shirley.
Well, actually,
you want to speak last? Okay, well, it's a pleasure to be here. I think the City of Culture year starts today and starts here, and Shirley's an amazing character. She's not a constituent, although she lives in Cottingham, and the Boundary Commission are trying very hard to make Cottingham part of my constituency. So I may be coming to you, never mind about you coming to me. But Shirley's done some fantastic work here. In fact, I am absolutely amazed at the quality of these paintings. And from walking around and listening to Shirley, whose Uncle Jack was not just the last master farrier, but actually lived on Myton Gate and was the last occupant you'll see on that Hull Daily Mail from 1968. And Shirley's been telling me the stories of him and his wife, your auntie, the things that she saw as a girl growing up in the old town. She didn't have an easy start in life, but she captured that so well on canvas that I'm saying to her that she ought to write a book. Mine are available $16.99 bookshops, but Shirley's got such an ability to remember this past of what is an amazing part of the city. And when you think of, and Alec, of course, great historian here, but when you think about how much of Hull was destroyed, it's amazing that the High Street and the Old Town, so much of it survived, and that's been captured. I mean, I think just to say about the City of Culture, the reason why we won against 15 other cities, and it was very much the City Council and people involved in that, but the MPs did their bit. But the reason was because we didn't trade on our cultural past, although we've got tons of it. You know, there's not many MPs who could say that their predecessors were Andrew Marvell, who wrote to his coy mistress while he was the MP here, who had Stevie Smith born in their constituency. William Wilberforce was a famous predecessor. And all of the wonderful stuff of Hull Truck Theatre and John Atkinson Grimshaw, who is, I think, a rival to you, Shirley, but he painted Princess Dock Street so brilliantly. But also because we put it in the context of the future, not the past. We weren't boasting about what a great culture we'd had in the past. We were saying we want to use the City of Culture year and have a legacy that reaches all the citizens of Hull and helps us with the economic regeneration of this city. But I think what we're going to find now, with so many millions coming to Hull, is they'll see a Hull that they only ever heard other people talk about. They've never been here themselves, and they'll see the absolute beauty around here and the history around here, and it is absolutely incredible. Shirley and I were looking at the horse wash up there on the pier, and Shirley was telling me how people used to go there at lunchtimes just to watch the horses being washed. And you know, if you fancied, you could get on the ferry and go to New Holland, and if you were lucky, it stopped in the middle of the Humber and they'd open the bar and you could sit happily for 3 hours and escape the licensing laws, and that's great. So Shirley, I'm really impressed by this. Thank you to the gallery owners as well. Yeah. This is an incredible redevelopment in the fruit market, and I know people have had to put up with a lot of inconvenience, but it will be worth it in the end. And I do believe that along with the Lorenzetti and the John Atkinson Grimshaw, people will be flocking here to see the paintings of Shirley Goodsell, and so they should. Thank you.
Before I begin, may I just, is the Lord Mayor?
Yes.
And first of all, thank you ever so much for coming. It's been lovely having you here, and I hope you carry on right through the evening. May I say, we're all meeting in Minerva pub at the end of all this, so you're all very, we'll carry on with a few quaffings of beer. It's lovely to see you all. I just need to thank the following people before we do go any further. And that is, Alan, thank you ever so much, but it seems a long time ago since I actually went to your surgery and said, would you open the exhibition?
It was a long time ago.
But you've got a very busy schedule, and I really am grateful for that. And I think there's a little gift coming through with a little, not a Santa slave, but some other elf is coming.
That's all right.
Are we there? So, and the other people, Sean and Claire, thank you very much indeed as representing Hull. It's great to have you here because it's very important that you're part of this exhibition. So thank you.
And can we thank you for what you've done in representing the history of the city?
Oh, thank you.
Because it's very evocative and it absolutely is stunning. So it's a great pleasure to be here.
That's lovely. Thank you very much for that. Right, well, I think, yeah, hang on a minute. So, red wine.
I couldn't possibly.
Right. The wine is from Provence, and it's just outside Saint-Tropez, a very exclusive vineyard, so I hope you enjoy that.
Mine says Rioja, which I didn't think was in Provence.
It says Shiraz.
The other thing too, my sponsors. Can I just say these people are very, very important, and you can see them on the catalogue and elsewhere. These people put their faith and their money in something which they had the trust in me to deliver, which I think was a great thing for them to do. And also it was an untried enterprise. They hadn't really seen my work, and it was just fabulous that they've done that. And can I also say they're local people. These are local business people from around the area, and I think it's fantastic that they've supported something like this. So I'm really, really pleased about that. In fact, give them a clap. Fabulous. Also, Richard Hatfield, he's not here, but he's at the rope walk, and he was fantastic, because we didn't have a clue how to do a catalogue, how to put it together, and he helped us with the design, and he needs a mention because he was so good. The other one too, which I need to mention here, I mean, he's destroyed the garden, but with his tripods and everything else. But if I mention Les Drake, who's in front of me right now, thank you very much indeed for the publicity and the sensitivity that you actually brought into the productions. And if I may, I will give you this, because I know you enjoy it, and as a small gift for my appreciation. Southwood Garden Centre, that was very late. They delivered 2 plants that you see outside, the privet, and they just lended some kind of atmosphere and quality to the exhibition. I'd like to thank them. And Studio 11, Adele and Rob have given me space and also their time putting up the exhibition, and I'd like to thank them for that. But I'd also like to thank them on behalf of all artists, because I think your support for the last several years has been brilliant to local artists, and I think that when you think about several years, you've actually kept the flame of art and so on in this area, and I hope you are generously supported in whatever happens down here, and I hope you do, it is kind of fulfilled, and you get rewards for this. So thank you very much on behalf of all artists. That's okay. Give them a clap. And also Sue. I mean, Sue is she's been very patient, my partner, and she's tried. It's been very trying at times, especially being in the studio. Thank you very much for your support. And also friends. I've got friends here from London and everywhere. There's Malcolm, Andy, Claire, Pat, and people from Manchester, and cousins, and all kinds of people.
People from East Hull.
And East Hull. Thank you. And as I said, do enjoy the exhibition. It's all for sale, so do feel free to empty your pockets. And we're all meeting in the Minerva pub at the end, and we're having a nice kind of good, to finish it off. It'd be lovely, but stay as long as you want and just enjoy. Okay. Thank you.